Hi, so we are going to learn Nmap as our security tool. Nmap is network mapper, which is used to make a map of a network, that is to get the hosts on a network that are up, the ports that are open on those hosts, and the services that are provided on those ports. And also, in most of the cases, operating system detection is also possible using OS fingerprinting approach. So we'll start off with the introduction to Nmap, the motivation to use Nmap, then with the installation. Then in the second part of the video we'll deal with the commands that you'll use to run Nmap to do the scans. Then in the third part we'll see how Nmap does things, how Nmap will create packets and send those packets in the TCP/IP protocol stack. So let's get on with things. What is the motivation to use Nmap? Where Nmap can be used, or where it is being used? It can be used when you want to audit the security of a device by identifying the network connections. Suppose in a local network you want to check which all hosts are up, so you can just specify one nmap command which will scan all the hosts of the network and tell which are up. It can be used to maintain a network inventory and maintain an asset, that is on which host which service is running. That is, you can collect all that information on all the hosts by using only one command. Then it can be used by network administrators for managing service upgrade routines. That is, they can check what all services are running on what all ports and which all needs to be upgraded. And those things can be done by just one nmap command. Not those things can be done, but you can gather the information from just one nmap command. Then the next thing is you can discover passive services on a network, that is used for attacking those services. That is, you can use some loopholes of some service that you have got using the nmap, and you can use those loophole to break into that system. So these are the different things that you can add more. You can do more things with Nmap by getting the information. It's upon you how you make use of the gathered information. Nmap will just provide you the information about the host, the ports, the services and the operating system. It's upon you how can you make use of that information. So if that motivation is not enough, then we can have other motivations too. That is, like, it has been featured in 3 or 4 Bollywood movies, and one of the famous is Matrix Reloaded, where Neo breaks into the building by using Nmap only. That is, he compromises the service provided on a port by using the information collected by Nmap. Well, if you want to continue further, then we can check out the features provided. Features of Nmap, that is by Nmap and not other port scanning. Yes, many other port scanning tools are available, but they are not as good as Nmap because of these features. First of all, Nmap is very flexible. That is, it supports a dozen of advanced techniques for mapping out networks filled with IP filters, firewalls, routers and other obstacles. That is, it doesn't mean that if some host has some firewall uploaded, then you cannot scan that host. There are other techniques involved in Nmap that will clear the way for you. Then Nmap is powerful. Yeah, Nmap is definitely powerful. It can be used to scan really huge networks of hundreds of thousands of machines, and on the other side it can be used to scan even a single machine also. So Nmap is really very powerful. It is portable. Definitely it is available on all all su- all operating systems, that is, such as Linux, Windows, BSD, Solaris, Mac OS, etc. Some operating systems also provide Nmap as a package, so you can directly install that. We'll see the installations just after this. Well, Nmap is easy because as Nmap offers a rich set of things which you can do using it, but the commands that will run Nmap are really very simple. That is, just two or three commands can do wonders. And there is a two two ways to run Nmap. You can use the traditional command line version, or GUI versions are also available nowadays, such as Nmap, etc. So you can use them too. And most of all, it is free as it is open source, and it is well documented and supported from a very vibrant team, which will help you if you are stuck up with something, or if you have got an error using Nmap. And it is well acclaimed. Yes, it has been rated as the best product of the year in 2009, and it is definitely popular too. Whenever name comes of port scanning or scanning networks, then yes, Nmap is the first option. Okay, so we have seen the features here, what stands Nmap different from others. And let's check out in brief the methods. The basically it is the classification into which Nmap can be classified. That is, there are four different things that you can do with Nmap. That is host discovery, port scanning, version detection, and OS scanning. Host discovery just deals with the discovery of the host, that whether the host is up or not. Just that. It will use simple ping scan to check whether the host is up or not. And then port scanning deals with the deals whether the ports are open or closed. It will Nmap will specifically craft packets for certain ports which it wants to scan, and then it will check whether those are open or not. Version detection involves interrogating of listening network services on remote devices to determine the application name and version number. That is, what service is provided on the specified port. Then OS detection will remotely determine the operating system of the remote host. And Nmap is also used because it is the fastest among all its peers. So we'll see all these methods in detail in the later part of the video. Well, if the motivation is enough and you want to get on with Nmap, then maybe we can start with how to install Nmap. We'll see the installation both for Windows and Linux. So